Hello everyone, welcome to AI News Flash with AI Rav, your weekly dose of the biggest AI updates, served fresh for business builders and innovators. AI is moving so fast that if you blink, you might miss the next trillion-dollar shift. Here's what happened between October 20th and 26th and why it matters for your business. In the news from Big Software, Google's AI Studio now turns plain English prompts into working web apps in minutes. You describe the idea, it picks models and features, generates code, and supports real-time edits. With one-click deploys to GitHub or Cloud Run and an I'm feeling lucky idea button, prototyping gets ridiculously fast. Business impact, compress build cycles, validate concepts sooner, and cut early engineering costs. Grounding with Google Maps is now available in the Gemini API, enabling location-aware answers inside your apps. Think travel, real estate, retail, and logistics with precise geospatial context. Combined with Google search signals, responses become more timely and structured. Owners can build route-smart agents, local inventory finders, and store-level personalization with less custom plumbing. AWS debuted Quick Suite to connect 1,000 plus apps for automated workflows, research, and data visualization. It targets the swivel-chair work that burns time in marketing, finance, and operations. For leaders, it is a faster path to dashboards and automations without a massive integration budget. Expect fewer manual exports, more self-serve reports, and quicker decisions. In news from OpenAI, new distribution channels are emerging for developers as search yields to chat. OpenAI's Apps SDK turns ChatGPT into an in-conversation app store for an estimated 800 million users. Smart teams are adopting generative engine optimization to earn citations from language models. In the biggest news from OpenAI last week, they introduced ChatGPT Atlas, an AI-powered browser experience with a sidecar chatbot that understands what is on screen. It learns from your browsing history to personalize responses and keep context. This folds search, reading, and action into one flow. Owners get fewer tab hunts and faster research to output pipelines. OpenAI is partnering with Bryan Cranston, SAGAFTRA, and major talent agencies to combat unauthorized celebrity deepfakes. Sora's opt-out controls were strengthened to give creators more influence over usage. For brands, the direction is safer content workflows and clearer rights management. That lowers legal risk when producing AI-assisted campaigns. In addition, OpenAI hired more than 100 former investment bankers at $150 per hour to teach models business workflows. They are refining tasks like PowerPoint tweaks and financial modeling to improve enterprise outputs. Signal for owners: expect sharper board-ready deliverables from assistants. This points to deeper focus on real business use cases, not just demos. OpenAI also rolled out company knowledge for business, enterprise, and edu tiers to answer questions with your firm's context. It respects existing permissions, aggregates across connected apps, and returns citation-rich responses. Powered by a next-gen GPT-5 class setup tuned for retrieval, it aims to reduce hunting across silos. Outcome: faster, trusted answers that match your internal reality. In the final news from OpenAI, they acquired the team behind Sky for Mac to deepen native desktop integrations. Expect smoother handoffs between ChatGPT and macOS workflows like files, windows, and shortcuts. For businesses on Mac fleets, this reduces context switching and macro gymnastics. Small productivity wins at the OS level add up across a team. OpenAI announced the end of WhatsApp access for ChatGPT users and encouraged linking to a ChatGPT account to continue elsewhere. If your team relied on WhatsApp for quick queries, plan alternatives. Businesses should update internal how-tos and route staff to supported clients. Continuity beats confusion when tools shift. Microsoft refreshed Edge's Copilot Mode days after Atlas, adding actions for form filling and journeys to connect open tabs into tasks. It positions the browser as your everyday AI companion. For owners, think faster, RFPS, cleaner research trails, and fewer lost tabs. A small change at the browser level can lift team throughput. Snapchat's Imagine Lens, once paid, is now free in the United States, so anyone can generate or edit snaps with text prompts. Competition from Meta and OpenAI is heating up in AI video and imaging. For marketers, this is low-cost creative testing at scale. UGC-style ads become faster to produce and easier to iterate. One of the co-founders of OpenAI, Andrej Karpathy, cautioned that most agents remain limited by memory and cognition, suggesting we are years from truly capable autonomy. Elon Musk countered by proposing a head-to-head with Grok 5. For operators, keep pilots focused on bounded tasks with clear guardrails. Measure ROI and avoid reorganizing around a demo. Anthropic launched Skills, so developers can package domain expertise into composable folders of instructions, scripts, and resources that Claude loads when needed. This avoids building a separate agent for every niche task. Owners can standardize repeatable work like onboarding, audits, and analytics. It is a reusable process in a box. A deep dive estimates Anthropic spent roughly $2.66 billion on AWS through September, against about $2.55 billion in revenue before other costs. Cursor's AWS bill reportedly doubled after new priority tiers increased caching costs. Takeaway for buyers: expect ongoing price and quota tuning across providers. Keep optionality in your stack. In news from international players, DeepSeek released an open 3 billion parameter OCR model that compresses long contexts by about 10 times, with around 97% precision using minimal vision tokens. It is built for fast, scalable document pipelines. Legal, finance, and ops teams can slash triage time and feed cleaner text to downstream models. Open plus efficient is a potent combo. In news from cool startups, Open Evidence, a medical AI assistant trained on trusted journals, reportedly raised $200 million at a $6 billion valuation, doubling in 3 months. Doctors and nurses are using it for quicker, verified answers, with consultations at about 15 million per month since July. Signal for owners in regulated fields, verified domain tools are scaling fast. Expect buyers to demand citations and provenance. In head-to-head tests across 4 AI browsers, a newcomer called Strawberry claims to outperform rivals by a wide margin. The pitch centers on speed, quality of answers, and task follow-through. If browsing becomes an AI battleground, switching costs may drop. Owners should test with real workflows, not just benchmarks. Cognition and Windsurf released SWE grep and SWE grep Mini to retrieve relevant code context up to 20 times faster. Agents waste much of their time just finding context in large repos. Better retrieval means shorter runtimes, fewer tokens, and lower compute costs. Engineers ship fixes sooner when search is not the bottleneck. In the final news from startups, Lovable's Shopify integration lets you describe a store and publish a working storefront from the chat interface. It auto-generates product pages, images, and checkout so you can launch in hours, not weeks. Owners can rapidly test niches, seasonal collections, and influencer drops. Idea to cart just got shorter and cheaper. Cody launched an AI-powered platform that automates office management end-to-end, including pantry restocking, cleaning schedules, and vendor coordination. It aims to take repetitive facilities tasks off human plates. For operators, this is fewer tickets and smoother day-to-day. Measure savings in hours, errors, and happier teams. In hardware news, Samsung unveiled Galaxy XR, at $1,800, running Android XR on Snapdragon XR2 plus Gen 2 with a 27 million pixel micro OLED display. It includes 2 pass-through and 6 tracking cameras plus Gemini integration for navigation, search and media. Available in the United States and Korea. Great for training, guided service and immersive demos. Amazon previewed AI-assisted glasses for delivery drivers that scan packages, guide routes and spot hazards hands-free. A vest-mounted controller powers the system with prescription support and an emergency button. Future versions aim to detect misdeliveries, pets, and low-light risks with a consumer model hinted for late 2026 or early 2027. Expect safer, faster last-mile operations. And that's a wrap for this week's AI News Flash. If you prefer to read, the full blog and sources are live on aiforbusinessowners.substack.com. Share this with a friend who's building something bold and remind them AI is not slowing down, so neither should their curiosity. See you next week on AI News Flash with AI Wrap.